Yeah, but Electric Kush project, man, we're pretty much just tapping on that whole vibe, that whole essence as far as, escape. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be like on a drug tip. It's, escape whatever you do, through exercise, through meditation, through reading, through whatever it is that gets you off, that takes you to that relaxation point. This is pretty much the soundtrack for that. And that's pretty much what we tried to tap on with this whole album, the Electric Kush part. Of course, anybody that loves my music, all my music has an electric synthesizer sound to it, so we kind of just put those two things together, and it takes you on a ride, it takes you on a journey, definitely. So definitely when you get the album, you're in pretty much for a treat, so that's what it is.
So what is it that you hope that the people, basically gain from this album? What are you really trying to drive home at the end of the day?
Basically, man, everything that I've done before, I've always had a certain theme for the album. Last joint, Back Against the Wall, and Lab Rap was pretty much just us enjoying the music, being in the studio, talking about, being a lab rat. The one before that one, Back Against the Wall, that was me basically going through a, personal issue, and, we put that out there. This Electric Kush is just taking you somewhere else. You know what I mean? We try not to pinpoint too much on any particular, of course certain songs have topics, but, it's really the vibe, you know what I mean? In other words, basically, I had a lot of my fans come at me before, be like, hey man, lyrically, I ain't got nothing to relate to it off the song, but just the tone of the music, the way it rolls, the melody of it, people get off on that. So it's like, we drove there a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have nothing to relate lyrically to it, you'll definitely appreciate it still just for its sound, its vibe, it's just its whole feel. So that's what it's basically hitting, man.
So what are your feelings on the music game as a whole? What's the direction that you really see it going within the next few years?
Well, that's what's crazy. I was talking about my friend about it earlier, man. It's like music right now, back in the late 90s, you can technically put out an album or two and be, pretty in a good position in the music game. Right now, you gotta put out 10 albums, maybe even 20, before you really get that, okay, we get what you're doing, whether through a mixtape, online, on the internet. You gotta put in that work, and that's what people's looking for right now, is that work. And when they see that work basically on the internet, whether it be a lot of songs, through a lot of videos, through a lot of pictures, whatever that thing or the little niche that you do that to the extreme, and technically the game will come find you. So that's pretty much where we at with things right now in the whole music industry. You can get famous just off of you tweeting your ass off. You know what I'm saying? You get famous just off of posting your ass off, you know what I'm saying? So we try to go at different aspects even on the internet with My Block Records too, and that's one thing that My Block Records has been really on top of, is making that presence known through the internet, you know what I mean? Some of the cats out there catch it through Facebook, they catch it through the tweets, you know what I mean? And everything's sincere. Like, I know it's a lot of companies out there be messing with the numbers online, and it ain't always accurate, you know what I mean? Somebody was telling me, man, y'all hot, man, why y'all numbers is not up there? And it's just, it's still, I hate to be like that, it's kind of on that elite crew. To those few people that understand what we doing, you be tapped in, you know what I mean? We ain't just out there like that. By the time you probably be out there, we'll be on a whole nother tip, and I'm starting to appreciate that. I didn't always like that before, but I'm liking it now, you know what I mean? I'm not out there in your face, I still can have a personal life, and that's cool. And even if we were probably out there with everybody doing it in the game right now, we probably still can have a personal life. So it's changed a lot, man, since the beginning days of how we used to do it, you know what I mean? Everybody was put on that pedestal, so now it's starting to be like everybody's on some we're all on the even game, all on even tables right now. That's cool, so I do appreciate it in that sense.